Anyway, we have StrifeCro down on the bottom spawn here on Metalopolis. He is the yellow Zerg that we just mentioned a moment ago. And TSL second is actually TSL JYP. We just saw his teammate TSL Killer getting sort of rolled by Cybernation Sarens, but that's okay. Maybe JYP will have better luck here against Evil Genius's StrifeCro.
Yeah, that was such an impressive series from Sarens right there. Just unreal. Great play. Anytime you have a foreigner taking out a Korean of that stature in the qualifiers, that's a big deal. I mean, Sarens should definitely get some props from all you guys out there. Go check him out. And yeah, I can't wait to see his next game in the round of 16.
Yep, and this set is actually from the round of 64. We went a little bit back in time just to bring this excellent series to you. Looks like both players are going to scout the correct direction first. StrifeCro, of course. Zerg players always send that Overlord to the close flying position just so they don't have to send a drone scout. And
guys, if you see me and Joshy like frantically moving our arms around, it's because we have this tornado fan blowing into us, and all these papers it's really hot in here, and all these papers just keep like blowing off the desk. So I'm like catching them in midair as they fly across, prevent them from hitting Joshy in the face.
We need the papers and we need the fans, so this is our compromise. Every once in a while we have to do like a judo grab and catch these papers flying at our faces, but it's okay. Spawning pool going down here for StrifeCro, of course, against Protoss opponents. You go pool first because these probes can be so freaking annoying, dropping pylons, just sitting in the way of your hatchery. You can't really do anything about it. I've seen Terran players get blocked by pylons, and they're like, okay, I'll just build my command center right next to it and float it after I kill your dumb pylon. So Zerg players really don't have that same luxury, so they pretty much always go pool first in this matchup. And it looks like, actually over here, JYP going Forge first. That just screams Nexus, like, obviously.
Nexus or some kind of dirty cheese, and he's gonna scout the gold and see this immediately. StrifeCro with a very, very interesting build here. I can't say that I've seen this very much. This is actually quite innovative here out of StrifeCro. I don't think I've seen many Zergs do this as a response to potentially having their natural blocked. I mean, I'm sure
Maybe
I've
Cats.
seen it. Yeah, okay. Maybe Cats.
Cats loves gold.
He really does. He really does. I mean, that guy's ridiculous. He'll 6-pool you into gold.
Yeah, like, he'll gold into 6-pool. No, I'm just kidding. that would be kind of a bad build, I think.
So what's JYP's response to this going to be?
Cannons? I don't know.
I mean, he did open with the Forge first. So
he already spent so much money.
He's not going to be able to apply any kind of pressure to the gold here.
Not just yet. I mean, at any point, like if StrifeCro kind of leaves this alone for a little while, it's going to be hard to defend it, you know, all the way from this other base. Obviously, if you've got this hatchery right here, you're natural, you can extend creep, get lings over there super fast. Queens, if the creep is extended, come over and defend as well. So StrifeCro is going to have to probably drop a spine crawler or two just to be able to defend this in the sort of late early game, I guess, into the mid game where JYP is actually going to have some units up. Not sure what that was about. Was that expendable supply depot there?
He was killing it just in case he needs to wall if there's a run by or something.
That works. No additional tech out of either player just yet. Of course, JYP is just getting his first gateway finished. Can't actually tech at all yet. And StrifeCro content to just drone up.
JYP only leaving 2 on his southern assimilator. That will come back to hurt you when you're starved for gas.
Yeah, he's going to be starved for gas. He's going to be like, wait, I can usually get a sentry here. What is happening? Hit the button more. It'll happen. No, but yeah, seriously, it's going to be like machine gun keyboard clicks trying to get that sentry out. But hopefully he'll realize. We'll check it again a little bit later if we remember. But you can see this gold base already getting saturated. That income tab is going to tell the tale. Even though JYP is still ahead by 6 harvesters because he has the luxury of chrono boost, StrifeCro should be passing him with a couple more drones here. And he's already got that queen marched all the way up there too, so he can take advantage of it. And he's dropping now a 3rd base over at his natural.
So he's going to go up to 3 base here. He's already pretty healthy at the gold. He is going to have to defend that, especially against this Stargate, so he's going to have to get a few spores up. Potentially get some hydras, but I really like the quick snag of the gold here by StrifeCro. It's kind of a in your face.
Yeah. It's like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah,
he's just like pushing him. Why are you hitting yourself? Single Zealot gonna come in here and see how many crawlers there are gonna be. Sees just one. At least he knows, and he's actually gonna take out 1 ling or drone. Not sure which that was.
He got a drone.
Nice drone kill for Mr. Zealot. He's going to check out the natural as well just to make sure StrifeCro is doing what he's supposed to and taking the natural eventually. Yeah, he's pretty much dead already. Like, he's kind of resigned to death, but that's okay. He got some information hanging out between the crystals there. That's going to allow less surface area there, so he may actually snag a Zergling kill or 2 kills.
He is a champion of iron.
Yeah.
He does not fear death.
He's like, I know what's up. Come at me. Come at me, Lings.
Pretty much how Zealots roll, man.
Yeah, dude, they don't care.
They really don't.
Once they die, they go back to Ire or something. Oh wait, Ire's gone now. I don't know. Whatever.
Back to the.
You guys can correct me on the lore later on if you want to be that guy.
Point being, a Zealot will gladly, valiantly die in battle at the Zerg Natural.
Hell yeah.
It's a glorious death for a Zealot.
And we have a Void Ray ready to go as well. Might not be as valiant. He might try to run away later, but StrifeCro really doesn't have a whole lot to deal with that except that, single queen that you always see. Oh, Sporecrawler already coming down, StrifeCro. How did you know? Did you see that Stargate? No. Didn't even see it. He just knows, man.
I think he's just assuming that
he knows what's up.
That's the way he's going to go, but is he going to get okay, so yeah, more queens are on the way. We do have a little bit of a Ling run by here. Going to try and kill some
couple more probes. Wow, that's actually a lot of probes getting killed off there. 12 units killed. Oh, sorry, 12 units killed by JYP, not workers. 3 units killed there by StrifeCro. Pretty quick.
Those were the 3.
Yeah, not bad at all. So here we go, single queen trying to fight off this Void Ray long enough for more Spore Crawlers to finish up.
Although, that has to include those 2 Zealots we just saw get killed, so I think he got 1 probe there.
No, that was a workers kill.
Oh, okay.
But I was gonna say I saw more probes pop than that, but just an illusion, I guess. 2 more Void Rays, actually 2 Void Rays total. Floating over toward that gold base. Does he have any Spore Crawlers? Yes, indeed he does.
He has
Good
2
coverage
queens
there.
as well.
And 2 queens. That's going to be hard for 2 Void Rays to try and get a dent in here. They do have the advantage of hanging out over this sort of empty area though, where the queens can't pursue him anymore. Is this going to go burrow over by the gold? Good decision there.
Oh, and he's going to hit the gold. He's already moved out.
Wow.
A bunch of Zealots there. We do have some roaches here for StrifeCro. He should be able to hold on with roaches. And, StrifeCro really going to pull ahead here with the gold. JYP has to find a way to punish this, and it looks like that's what he's trying to do right now. I don't know how many gateways he's working off, but it has to be several. And now the roaches and queens are going to work together with some lings here. Great surround from StrifeCro, doing a lot of damage here. And I think
this is so weird. Yeah, those force fields pinning the queens is really going to make a big difference. The Void Rays able to take some free shots and actually get charged up a little bit. You can just see that blood all over the creep. And StrifeCro had a little bit of a supply disadvantage, but of course he's Zerg, so he just jumps right back ahead with 8 roaches and 2 more queens in production. Hydralisk Den on the way. He did get that lair finished up, and now he can continue to roll those upgrades as well. Overlord getting a little bit cocky there. Might get kicked off, but that's okay. Ling's trying to get their surround on, but all those force fields in the back going to keep the roaches at bay. Only the Zealots there taking any damage, really, and the Void Rays can have a heyday here, popping these queens, popping these roaches. There's no anti-air left here for StrifeCro, and he's in big trouble if these Void Rays continue to just nuke down these roaches.
Yeah, the good thing for StrifeCro, though, is that he hasn't taken any serious economic damage yet, and he's producing off of 3 hatches. So if he can clear up everything on the ground, and those Void Rays now stumbling into range of that Spore Crawler, and StrifeCro's going to be able to easily hold this off. He's not going to take any damage here. Those Void Rays did stay alive, yes. He does also have his 3rd coming, so we could see this develop into a macro game here. But still loving the move from StrifeCro to take that super early gold.
It's paying off so far.
It is definitely paying off.
Even though he did lose a handful of Harvesters throughout that fight, and had to actually blow a couple of transfusions, but they were well timed, kept those queens alive. He did repel that force. All those roaches in the front lines there kind of being bounced between force fields. He did manage to kill all those sentries, and that left the stalkers a little bit more exposed. Couldn't really hang in there with the Void Rays with the 2 queens and the Spore Crawlers shuffling around underneath. So StrifeCro just going to make this his sort of a bastion here, just sort of walling off here with crawlers of both types in case JYP tries to return anytime soon. So StrifeCro also going to get eyes on this 3rd base. He has the timing pretty much down as these stalkers come over to defend it just a little bit late. Looks like they're both going to back off a little bit, let the other player tech up to their heart's content. Infestation Pit's going to be done here soon, and I feel actually a little bit scared for JYP if he lets StrifeCro have too much time with that Infestation Pit.
Too much time with that Infestation Pit and too much time with that gold. He never really found a way to punish the gold. I think Quick Colossus might have been a really good approach for JYP, because you can really abuse that mid position with the with the Zelnaga right there and shoot across to the gold.
He thought the Void Rays would be enough, but StrifeCro was actually really quick with his Evo Chamber and good Spore placement. So lucky for him, the Void Rays really weren't a great option. And you can see two of them in the red health. JYP's done a good job keeping them alive, but it's still really hard to poke in there, especially now with Hydralisks on the field. They just machine gun into those Void Rays. Wow, StrifeCro gearing up to try and take out this third. Are there any sentries over here to try and keep
only
force
one
field?
cannon, no army. He's going to be able to sneak in here and do a ton of damage.
Here comes the army from the bottom side, but all these roaches have plenty of time to slink in as well. Void Rays trying to repel them, but these Stalkers really going to have to be the ones to muscle them out. You can see the supply actually going further and further into StrifeCro's favor as these battles occur, these little exchanges, and JYP down to 56 Harvesters. StrifeCro took the worker lead once again with that little exchange.
Yeah, that was really solid play by him. Don't even think that necessarily he needed to pull out right there. He could have just traded before those two Immortals joined in, and wow, a lot of Immortals coming out of JYP here, as well as a dual Robo, so he's going to be pumping 2 Colossus at a time now. He does have Thermal Lance on the way, so StrifeCro, I don't know if he knows about that yet. I don't think he's seen a Colossus. He doesn't have any reason to believe that any are out. He is getting Infestors, which will help out. He's also getting those melee upgrades, so StrifeCro looking to be in a really good position here. He's got his 4th up and coming, and he could potentially take his 5th.
He is up by 25 supply, has his 4th base sprouting open there at that normal 3rd location. Extended Thermal Lance is not done here for JYP. Very important to note that, even though he does have 2 Colossi now. He's going to start to move with everything out here. And StrifeCro, he's going to walk right into StrifeCro's army. StrifeCro, of course, going to back up where he has all these crawlers already planted. A couple of Overlords might get popped here. StrifeCro is going to get supply blocked marginally. Guardian Shield goes up. It looks like JYP is ready to commit. He's going to run in here. Big Fungals should be landing. I don't actually see any.
Oh
there's one.
This is
kind
absolutely terrible positioning for StrifeCro.
Yeah.
He's getting routed.
It's actually really, really bad. You should have seen a lot more Fungals there on these Stalkers. I didn't see really any, as you can tell by how much shield is left on these guys. He got like one sort of mini Fungal on a Colossus, did not do nearly enough, and JYP just rolling through here. Popping all these Overlords is really, really key too, because it's keeping StrifeCro unable to build anything except for these roaches that he started before the fight. Now he's just going to plow through this gold base. I guess he didn't really need a tactic to get rid of the gold base. He just had to get that death ball up and running and say, I don't care about your gold base, but StrifeCro looking in a very, very tough position. JYP actually doing a good job splitting his army up a little bit. That's going to protect against Fungals, just in case, you know, a stray Infestor tries to come in there. StrifeCro actually going for a little bit of a counterattack, but can't, because there's a full wall off at the 3rd. They're going to take some time to chew through those pylons, and JYP says, I just killed a lot of your army. I can sit back a little bit and get even more Colossi and try and seal the deal in a minute or two. He's even warping in some Zealots here, so the Zerglings aren't going to be able to do much at all.
Yeah, JYP is in a great spot right now. Taking out that gold, killing StrifeCro's entire army, and I really think a lot of it had to do with the dual Robo transition, just getting those 4 Colossus out and hitting that timing with the Immortals, and all those Stalkers. He had so many Stalkers. I also love the fact that he kept the 3 Void Rays alive. Those are really going to play a big role in the late game.
Stray Infestors, that's what we were talking about. No Fungals out of those guys either.
2 more go down, and that's a lot of gas worth of Infestors that's been lost already. Another Infestor going to go down at the gold here. That's just kind of hanging out.
He's just chilling. Yeah, he's definitely dead. We don't even see that.
Oh man, he will go down, and Fungal's potentially going down here. This could be it, though. I don't know if StrifeCro has enough to hold him off here.
Corruptor's at least trying to get some.
So many Blink Stalkers, though.
Yeah.
Not even Blink Stalkers, just normal Stalkers. I haven't even seen it blink yet.
Just 1/1 Stalkers. That's all he needs.
Blink will be done in about 10 seconds, but don't think it really makes a difference. The Colossus will all go down. But
JYP actually, he lost more than I thought he would. He kind of broke apart a little bit, but these reinforcements really are going to be the ones to save the day now that Blink is finished. I don't think StrifeCro is going to be able to get a coherent enough force. Like, he'll have to wait a long time, and if he waits too long, he's going to obviously lose things like this Greater Spire, potentially even the Hive, and now the Immortal is still just going crazy in here. Just blasting down lanes as they approach, and there's the GG from StrifeCro. So TSL JYP is going to take the first game here on Metalopolis.